Brad Garlinghouse just came out and gave us an updated prediction on the end of the case. We're also going to talk about hack scams and schemes dropping heavily in the first quarter of this year. Have we beaten the monsters? And we're going to hit up XRP price action because we got several events looming and we got to talk about them. And yes, if you saw the whiteboard in the previous segment, there's people out there that somehow magically believe that a recession is good for crypto. What the hell? Bitcoin sitting at 26,382, ETH 1,800, XRP holding 45 cents. That is key because we talked about, right? Low volume, situations coming up. We're going to get into it more specifically, but I'm very happy right now that XRP is still holding on to that 45 cent mark. Ripple's report reveals glowing adoption of crypto trends in global businesses. Ripple did their second edition, their annual report, a key indicator of global perspectives on cryptocurrencies, digital assets, and blockchain technology. You are welcome to read it as I have it right here because as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. 2023 new value report, crypto trends in businesses and beyond. A lot of actually juicy, cool stats, market insight in there. Seriously worth the read. If you've got like 10 minutes, tackle it. Do it. I'm not going to do it now because maybe some of you guys don't get into that kind of stuff. Oh, crypto hacks plunge 70% in quarter one of 2023. Victims recover over half the stolen fund, but experts warn of temporary relief. Part of the reason why the hacks are down is because there's not as much money in crypto. The other reason, too, has to do with they're going after people. Do you remember the person that went over Mango? Yeah, think about that. They went after Abraham Eisenberg, who attacked Mango, and since then, they've really calmed down the hacks. Now, there are still scams and schemes out there. There's a lot of crypto companies out there saying that they've got affiliations when they don't. There's also a lot of cryptos out there that are saying they're backed by gold. They're not. I repeat, they're not. Just keep your eyes open, everyone. Ron DeSantis is out there saying, hey, I'm going to protect Bitcoin in his U.S. presidential bid. Okay, but let me ask you this. How many of these presidential candidates are actually following through with their promises? Student debt relief, cannabis reform, financial reform, no, and no. So be very careful out there of candidates over-promising and under-delivering. Just like a lot of these crypto companies that are promising to transform the fintech world. No, they're not. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse expects the lawsuit verdict within a few weeks. Let's go to what Brad's got to say.
You are right that I feel very confident that we'll see a decision from the courts in this year. In fact, I think I would guess it'll be in weeks, not months.
It would be great to see a resolution come here in the next few weeks because that gray cloud, that lawsuit is just looming over the head of the whole XRP community. And we know there's a lot of development, especially in the United States, put on hold because of that. Now, XRP itself, and we're going to be talking about it here, has been doing very well price-wise based on Asian exchange action. But if we get some positive ruling here in the next few weeks from Torres, does that mean then U.S. money will start flowing in? Because remember, the pumps in XRP are being fueled by the Asian market, and there's just not enough capital for it to keep going. People are taking profits, as you can see every time I zoom out, right? Profit taking. Now, I talked earlier about how 45 cents is key, and let's take a look at it, all right? We are sitting there holding, and we're waiting for the two big events. I've talked about it time and time again on the videos. Debt ceiling concerns, along with Jerome Powell and the Fed. But we also have global recession fears, all right? The whiteboard behind me says, yeah, guess what? Recession is bad for crypto. It is, because there'd be less money going around. So when we start looking, we've got these near-term events right here in early to mid-June. But as we start looking out into deeper 2023 into 2024, all of those rate hikes that central banks around the world have done is going to tighten up the monetary supply even more. Think of all the people that have to buy homes, cars, all of the loans tied right to central bank rates. They're going to be spending more. So if they're spending more on interest, in fact, home payments have more than doubled for the same price house because of interest rate hikes from the Fed. So if we're spending more on interest and we've got a recession and people are going to be earning less, right? Because you're going to be seeing more jobs go away because of the recession. How can crypto boom? We got to get through this financial tough time for crypto to move. Remember, crypto is the most riskiest asset out there that people invest in, all right? And yes, I get that there's other riskier, but when we talk about the most popular, it is the most riskiest of the most popular ones out there, which means people won't put their money in until money becomes cheaper and more plentiful. We are looking a ways away from that happening, and that's why you're seeing the market trade more and more sideways, because we're like, wait a minute. Bond gap, raising rates, recession fears, presidential concerns. It's a mess right now, and we need clarity. And hopefully Brad Garlinghouse is right about getting a verdict here in the next several weeks, because that would be a great step going forward for clarity in the market. Now, the idea of recessions and fears and money tightening, that is not good for crypto. In fact, it's not good for, business in general. Businesses constrict during that time, right? Your advertisers spend less because they're like, why are we going to advertise so much if people don't have money to spend on our products? It's the same thing with crypto. Look at the volumes, everyone. Volumes are still going down. So recession fears and recession actuation would make volumes even go further down. Why? Because the money's being eaten up by interest rates. It's being eaten up by high cost of goods, right? Food and fuel still isn't going down, is it, everyone? Housing prices are still high. Vehicles are still high. So again, we want crypto to move. We need clarity from the courts. We need new regs. And we need all this financial mess to start clearing up. Now, if Brad's right, though, and we're getting clarity here in the next few weeks, going to be extremely excited about that. But tell me how, though. How is a recession good for crypto? If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video right here where I talked about it more in depth.